Hi, I'm Linda McCarthy, and I'm from B&I Business Network International. My husband Shawn and I, we own this franchise, and it is a marketing program for business people. And I know Leo here is going to talk about an event celebrating children that brings to light things about child abuse. And Shawn and I are all about business abuse. How to prevent it. And how that is that a lot of small business owners don't understand the concept of marketing their character. And that's an important piece of the puzzle. I mean, there's lots of ways to market your products and services, but to truly know your character, you need to get involved with the community. The business community and the community at large, to put yourself out there so we see what you look like, act like, and smell like. Character is what people buy. Character is what people refer to, and character is what keeps your business in business for the long haul. So what a lot of business just really doesn't understand is that piece of the puzzle. And Shawn and I have a product that is available for people to market their character. And so that's important because you can't see someone's character in an ad. You can't read about it in their website. You can't see them even move around on TV and know their true character. So a part of every business's marketing puzzle is a piece of networking, and Shawn and I bring that as a product and service, how and why to network in the community. So we definitely bring that to the city of Oxnard, and we have for over 14 years.
That's awesome. B&I, Business Network International, is an international organization. It's in 55 countries around the world. My wife and I are fortunate enough to be the executive directors of the Ventura County region of B&I. I'm a lifelong Ventura County resident, so we enjoy helping business people grow their business through relationship building, word of mouth, and of course networking. And networking is based on building relationships, and B&I provides an environment for relationships to happen, and inevitably referrals start to happen and people start opening up their Rolodexes for you. So if that sounds like something that would be of interest to you, if you're interested in finding more about B&I, you're more than welcome to visit a local chapter. We have 23 chapters here in the Ventura County area. It's rocking and rolling. There's no obligation to visit a chapter. You can call our number, 805 area code 850-0157, again 850-0157, or check us out on the web, bni- or -vc for venturacounty.com, bni-vc.com. and give you more information. It's an awesome way to grow your business. A lot of fun, too.
Go ahead, Leo.
Go ahead. No.
Go, Leo. Go ahead.
Okay. And I'm Leo Alvarez. I am co-founder with my wife, Jane, of the National Association Against Child Cruelty. We're also founders and builders of the Children's Wall of Tears, which is a traveling memorial that will be traveling throughout the United States shortly, that honors and memorializes children killed through abuse and neglect. As a kickoff to Child Abuse Month, which is April, just a few more days from now, we're going to be holding an event at Oxnard's Plaza Park. We are calling it Celebrating Children's Day, and this is going to be a positive way of giving children information. We at this moment have about 41 people who have signed up, and organizations that signed up to have booths there. The booths are free. It's not cost to any of the participants. We're going to be having a pirate ship for the children that has slides on it, 2 jolly jumpers. We're going to have a toy train that they can ride. We're also having a fingerprint booth for the children to help identify them if they get lost. Oxnard Police Department is bringing drag, which is their race-type black and white police car. And we're also having a children's safety booth where they will step up and be taught what to do in case that they're approached by a stranger. They'll be asked to identify their parents, and will be checked to see if they know their names, their phone numbers, addresses, all towards pointing to make things safer for these children. As far as the music is concerned, we're going to be having the KNS group, which is a Stop Bullying campaign that brings along their own musical groups. We're having a Mexican folklorico group. Also mariachis. Donna Marshall will be singing the anthem. We have featured speakers. We're going to have John Zargos, a supervisor of Ventura County. We're going to have Chief of Police Jerry Williams from Oxnard. And we're also going to have the Mayor, Tim Flynn, addressing the group. We plan to make this just a fun, activity-filled day for the children. Just a happy way to start off a month about child abuse. Fortunately, we're also having Cesar Chavez March Day that particular day, and guess what? They're going to wind up at Plaza Park.
Oh,
So we're going to have an awful lot of people at an area and activity that's going to have a lot for the children to do. And I invite everyone to attend March the 29th. It'll be running from 12 noon until around 4 p.m. We're also going to have food trucks out there for people that get hungry during the event.
Nice. I'm going to be there.
Oh,
That
gosh,
sounds like a
that's
tremendous
awesome.
event.
Oh, I hope so. I'm inviting both of you.
oh my gosh, that is
awesome.
awesome. And you know, networking can get you a lot of things, and including just people to come to an event like this, but also supporters, resources, ideas. So that's really cool, and I'm tickled to know about that. That's good stuff.
And that's exactly what we plan to do, present all these resources to the children and the families. We even have a dental group coming on board. At one point, they were offering 100 free exams, dental exams for the children. I don't know if they're going to be doing that there, or whether they're going to be presenting cards or information on how to get these exams. But yeah, we'll have free toothpaste for the kids, toothbrushes for the kids, a lot of free activities, a lot of free things for the children.
You should always be nice to your dentist, too, because they have, you know why? Because they have fillings, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they have fillings.
And fillings. And they have that magic needle that makes it easier if they get in your mouth, yes. Been there, don't want to go there again.
You know, with our organization, B&I, we recommend getting community involved and knowing a lot of people in your community. That's a great way to expand your horizons and get more business, and it's just better for everybody in the community. Would you agree with that, Linda?
I would, and nonprofit situations or events like this do need to network in the community and let people know that they exist and what they're looking for resources, ideas, and volunteers. That's just huge, because this is a network is two words. It's net, for like a safety net to go into, so you build that net so you have something to fall into and fall back on, and then you work it, then you actively get involved with that net and use it as a tool. So, you know, this kind of entity can use that as well, and almost anybody can. Anything legal is good with a network.
Well, interestingly enough, these 41 groups that are participating was all through networking. We each knew someone, and that someone spoke to someone else, and before you knew it, and phone calls at the house, can we get on board?
Yeah.
Of course you can.
Well, that's how networking works, you know, and the great thing about networking is you never know who knows who. So the next person you meet might be your dream referral or a sponsorship or a fundraising opportunity or whatever you're looking for. So getting to know a lot of people, especially in your local community, is of utmost importance, whether you're putting on an event, growing your business, anything. It just helps you, because everybody has different connections. We teach in our organization that everybody knows 200 to 500 other people, and that's who you're trying to tap into, is get to know, like, and trust those people, and they will open up doors for you that you'd be unable to open yourself. And that's what business is all about, and that's what community is all about, and everybody working together as a team, because team stands for together everyone achieves more.
Nice. And you know, one thing cool is in networking this kind of event, and when you're a sponsor or putting it on like Leo is, and it says a lot about Leo's heart, which we can trust in, and his team, because they have a heart for kids in this situation and preventing it and or healing from it. And those, when you get involved with the community, that's where you can show your heart. You know, Yahoo to traditional advertising, but this is a heart thing. And when any business or association or nonprofit gets involved with it, they show their heart. And that's what people buy into and hang with and stay with.
And the interesting thing about putting on this particular Celebrating Children's Day event, it didn't cost anyone any money. That's what networking
That's the best part.
brought
Yeah.
about. The word of mouth, one person contacting another person, hey, I heard about this, I think you ought to get involved. We didn't have to spend a penny on advertising this, and we still haven't.
That is awesome.
And it
Awesome,
all
John.
went through word of mouth, a friend,
Right.
which is what networking is, a
Yeah.
friend contacting another friend who contacted another friend, and before you know it, in 2 weeks' time, actually in a week's time, we had almost 30 signed up.
See,
It's like a
that's good.
snowball going downhill.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Hey, I just heard this. Oh, you gotta get involved in this. Cost no one anyone any money except us.
Yeah.
Because we're putting it on, but that's beside the
Well,
point.
we hear all kinds of great stories like that. In our 14 years as directors of B&I, we've heard tremendous success stories. We knew of a skincare gal in one of our chapters that was doing a facial at a lady's house. And the lady's husband came home and he was extremely upset. He works down in Hollywood with the movie studios, and they just lost, what was it, the graphic designer of this huge, big movie project. And he was very upset, came home, and the wife said, "Honey, what's wrong?" And he goes into this long dissertation about how upset he is, and they just lost this guy, and they need a new graphic designer. They don't know what they're going to do. They need somebody quick that's knowledgeable. And the skincare gal who was giving the wife the facial, she says, "I know somebody that can provide that service." And it was a fellow B&I member in her chapter, and that graphic designer got that job, and it turned into a six-figure job. So that's pretty awesome. So you never know who knows who, and you never know what can happen when you're out there networking and keeping your eyes and ears open for people you like and that you work with. And, you know, that's one of the things we coach on also, is keeping your ears open all the time and being a great listener. Because when you're a great listener, you'll hear of all kinds of great things in the community. You'll be able to help other people. And that's the true essence of networking in community, is helping others.
Right on.
That's-
And a good point that, Leo, you brought up was just the low cost. Networking is a low cost form of promotion, PR,
Exactly.
advertising. Now, it takes time, because you have to build relationships and you have to be out there. But as far as cost dollar-wise, it's inexpensive. But the cool thing is, it's the most effective. And so that's why everybody needs to do it. Every kind of business or entity that needs to be marketed, or even events that need to be marketed.
Well, I think we've all had experience with trying to contact the media, for instance, about your event and trying to get them to publicize it for you. It's a hit and miss thing sometimes, because they may think that something is more important than your event, and they'll publicize that event before they'll publicize yours. And before you know it, you might just be at the bottom of the pile.
Yeah, no, hey, good point.
It's in there.
That's
Yeah.
for sure.
More or
Yeah,
less.
exactly. No, that's a huge thing. And so, yeah, you rely on other people to spread the word about things, and it's very cool and very effective, and it's also pretty fast. It's amazing how that word of mouth gets out there. And all of us need to be concerned with that and take that pretty seriously, the word of mouth about anything, I guess, we're involved in. But it's an exciting way to go to build a business, to put on an event, to get the word out about your nonprofit organization or your charity or your passion. So go meet with other people. We just highly recommend that, and find where the people are. Put yourself out there so we can see what you look like, act like, and smell like.
Well, the other thing about word of mouth, Linda, I want to bring this up, is it's the most effective way to grow your business or whatever opportunity you have going, but it can bite back. So you have to be careful, and that's where the character that Linda talked about earlier comes into play. Because you have to understand that when you put yourself in play, that you have to perform well. It's kind of like being on a sports team, and now the coach puts you in the game. Well, you have to perform. You're not sitting on the sidelines anymore. So I think that's real important. And if you perform well and do good things and help people, I think things are going to happen in a positive way for you. Like what you're doing now. So congratulations on that. I think that's a great event. It's going to be
Yay.
awesome. Plaza Park is going to be packed.
What's
Better
the
get there
jumping?
early. Thanks.
And to sum a lot of this up, I'm going to just say this, is that giver's gain is a lifestyle, giver's gain, where you are other-oriented. How can I help you? Listening to people, as Shawn said, and at this event, we'll be listening to a lot of people and their needs and trying to find ways to fulfill them. And that's a joy in life, to be able to hook somebody up with something that they really need or are interested in. It's a very, very good feeling. And always you are blessed, when you give out things like that. One of my favorite proverbs is 11:25, Proverbs 11:25, where it says, "He who refreshes others will himself be refreshed."
And the interesting thing about it is that In the end, we may never know how this has affected the lives of others, but we do know that we're affecting the lives of others, and just putting out this information, for instance. But there's side benefits, too, for the city of Oxnard. It's good publicity.
Yeah, it is.
The merchants in and around the area there are going to be contacted by part of this crowd that's going to be there. So everyone is going to be able to gain something from this.
Right.
Everyone.
Oh, that's for sure. See, now that's a great givers all in the same motion, and a lot of people benefit from that, including the city of Oxnard, which is where we've lived, and Shawn has lived his whole life, and we've lived for the past 15 years, and together as husband and wife. So it's a lovely place to be, Oxnard.
There is still time. There is still time for people to call us, give us a call. You can reach us at the area code is same 805-320-7761, 320-7625, or 485-7991. Or look us up on the web, www.thechildrenswalloftears.org, and see what we're all about.
It's awesome. And if you're a small to medium business owner or a sales rep or a nonprofit or church, we'd love to have you visit a BNI chapter. Again, we have 23 chapters in the Ventura County area. Our phone number, area code 805-850-0157.
And remember, when you row someone across the river, you get there too.
Very good.